Dougie Ducote was on his knees last night in front of the television so he could worship his orange TurdBlossom. Yeah, it makes old Dougie feel so good to hear that idiot. Hearing an idiot. That's what old Dougie does. He worships old Trumpo, the old orange TurdBlossom. Poor old Dougie. He just don't get it. He's as dumb as Trump is. And that's who you want to get a handle on this pandemic we got, Dougie. That's who you think has got it all figured out. Of course you do, Dougie. Because it's all a hoax. See, they're still playing that shit over on Fox News that it's just a hoax to make Donnie dumb shit look bad. It's just a hoax to crash the economy. Those bad Democrats playing a hoax. Have you got enough evidence by now, Dougie, that would lead you to believe something different than it being a hoax? Surely you can look at some evidence and say, probably wasn't a hoax. But I doubt if you get it. You and your old 10-cent brain can't get a whole lot other than worship at the old TurdBlossom. Yeah, your 10-cent brain likes that. Did you know, Dougie, if the coronavirus could go bankrupt, old Trumpo's your man. He can bankrupt anything. Hell, that dumb bastard bankrupted a freaking casino. Bankrupted a casino where people come in and throw their money at you. When the mob was running a casino, they were skimming millions off the top and still kept the doors open. So what kind of idiot you have to be, Douglas Ducote, to bankrupt a casino? You ever heard anybody else bankrupting a casino? Nah. But that's who you think has got a handle on this coronavirus. Oh, he knows best, don't he, Dougie? He knows best. Because he's the orange buffoon. He's the orange buffoon. And you're the dumbass, Dougie. Yep, you're the dumbass. Pretty pathetic, Dougie. You can look at it this way. The guy who said to rake the forest, water bomb a cathedral, and nuke a hurricane, has this coronavirus all figured out. Does that sound stupid to you, Douglas? Does it? Your orange buffoon on the TV last night, barely getting the words out, having to read on the teleprompter, and then couldn't do it very well. It looked like he just got done snorting some Adderall before the cameras come on him. And that's who, Dougie, you think is got this coronavirus all in hand? So we're doing a travel ban from Europe, huh? Except for Britain. Except for Britain. It's like those English, they don't interact with the French. It's not like they got a tunnel between their countries that you can actually drive from one to the other. They got airplanes that go back and forth all the time. So if you're going to ban Europe, why don't you include Great Britain? But that's right. You see, old Trumpo has got 3 properties in Great Britain that are in distress because he's a bad businessman. He can bankrupt anything, Dougie, except for your brain. That's already bankrupted. As if you ever had more than a 10-cent brain. Pretty pathetic, Dougie, that over on Fox News they're still selling that hoax bullshit. Still selling it, Dougie. Well, it's the deep state. It's the deep state trying to get to Trump. Make him look bad. Make old Dougie look bad. They're not doing that to you, Dougie. I'm doing that to you. I'm making you look bad. I'm calling you out for the dumbass you are. And I sure do love that, Dougie. I do love it to death. Getting your panties all up in a twist. Pretty pathetic, Dougie, that you can't look around and see some evidence that your TurdBlossom is incompetent. Hell, you had 4 years to figure out he was incompetent, because that TurdBlossom does everything he can to convince you that he's a ignorant asshole, that he don't know shit. But see, he's got that narcissism going on that he can't ever be wrong. It's always someone else. It's like those Europeans. Well, they didn't get a handle on that coronavirus. It wasn't that old Trump was bullshitting us about a month ago when he said, well, it ain't no problem. It's just a hoax. Just a hoax perpetrated by them Democrats. Tank the economy. What they up to about 4,000 deaths now, Dougie? Boy, it's quite a hoax, ain't it? Yeah, that's a hoax. 4,000 people die, but it's just a hoax. Just a hoax to make you and right wing look like a bunch of idiots. You ought to know what an idiot is, Dougie, because you got a whole clown posse full of them. You ought to be able to look at your clown posse and say, yeah, they're the idiots. You ought to be able to look at old Trumpo and say, yeah, he's an idiot. You ought to be able to look in the mirror and say, yep, there's an idiot, Dougie. You stared in the mirror, there's an idiot staring right back at you. Because you're freaking dumb. You're freaking dumb, Dougie. And when I call you a dumbass, I'm being charitable. This dumb, Dougie. But yeah, it's that liberal media. You know, they're not reporting the truth. You know, they're only giving stuff that just makes Trump look bad. Here's something for you, Dougie. You know, the truth has a well-known liberal bias. Because all we got to do is just tell the truth about you, Dougie. Tell the truth about you, and them old panties yours gets all up in a twist. Because you hate somebody pointing out the truth. Because there's really nothing you can do about it. Truth is the truth. You're an idiot, Dougie. Big, fat, bald-headed idiot. Alligator mouth hooked up to a 10-cent brain. You know what's a good hoax, Dougie? A good hoax is you actually knowing your ass from a hole in the ground. That's a hoax, Dougie, because you ain't got a clue. You ain't got a clue, Dougie. Douglas Ducote. Great American TurdBlossom.